Alright, we're back live. Rolling in.
Awesome.
Yep. So now we've got Mario Kart DS with CountGooby.
Alright. Welcome everyone. I guess I'll just get right into it. We'll go
The timer's on your end, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. We'll go with 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So this is Mario Kart DS. This is the 5th Mario Kart game. And it doesn't have like major skips like you'll see in the like Mario Kart 64 or anything, but what it does have is lots of snaking. So this is like a very movement heavy run. I also got amazing RNG. I got 3 mushrooms off the bat. That's pretty legendary.
So why are you using Dry Bones? Is he like faster than the other characters? Or is
Yeah.
it preference?
He's one of the 2 fastest. Him and Yoshi with the Egg Bomber cart are the fastest. He's a little bit faster than Yoshi because his off-road is like a little bit faster than his, but that's about it. They're pretty comparable otherwise.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like people use both. It just depends on which one like feels a bit better to you. I've been using Dry Bones recently just cause like I just like how it feels a bit more compared to the Egg Bomber. Yeah, this is just the Figure 8 course, just kind of your standard introductory course. And there we go, get wrecked by a red shell and a blooper. Red shells are pretty interesting in this game. So normally in like the other Mario Kart games, the red shells will hit you directly like behind you, but in this one, they can sometimes curve around you and hit you even if you're holding an item. So, wow, this is amazing RNG. We're getting triple mushrooms and then triple red shells.
We're also getting raided by police, apparently.
Are the police outside just
Right?
coming through my mic or something? Yeah, I stream by my window, so sometimes it just like that'll happen. You're going too fast, the police has to come by and stop this run. We're rolling too deep. Alright, and we're just finishing up Yoshi Falls. There we go. Alright. Try faster the speed police, the hyper hobbies. Alright. So now on to our third third course of the Mushroom Cup. This is kind of like a beach level. We're gonna have this bend, we're gonna try to take as tightly as possible. Yeah, what I mentioned earlier that about this run not having like major skips or things, movement is going to be the most important part of this run because of it. So you're gonna want to take your like corners really tight, be mini turboing as much as possible, things like that. Kind of like standard racing games. sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Alright. Ready to go back live.
Alright, sounds good.
And, yep. Oh, you're missing the timer.
I forgot to put on the timer. Nice. Yeah. Just like last time.
but afterwards, we'll be ready to go whenever.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So I don't exactly remember how far in you were into the run when your PC crashed. Maybe like, what, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, like 3 minutes, it said.
Yeah, okay. So no worries. You can start over.
Okay, sounds good.
Mulligan.
There you go. Alright, I think it's good. Could you say something one more just as a test for Discord audio?
Hello and welcome.
Okay, there we go. That seems good.
Nice.
Alright, I think it's good.
Yep, perfect.
Alright. Alright, sounds good. Alright, welcome back everyone. Sorry about that, my PC just crashed on me, but it's okay, we're just gonna start this over. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So I guess I can just kind of cover what I did earlier. Just, this is the 5th Mario Kart game. We're not going to be doing, like, any major skips in it, like Mario Kart 64 or something, but we, have lots of snaking this run. Movement can be pretty tough, so that's kind of the main, idea of this run, is it's snaking as well as possible, as much as you can, too. And I'm going to be using Dry Bones because his stats are the best, but you could use Yoshi and the Egg Bomber if you want. His stats are pretty comparable. Ah, there we go. So there is a chance I could skip that blue shell, but it's like a 1-frame window to get, and because the blue shells are random, it can be kind of tough to get it sometimes. Definitely a lot of people miss it, but I'll try to go for it whenever it comes, so...
Yo, question from the chat, Gooby. What got you into speedrunning Mario Kart DS?
Oh yeah, so this is a game I got with my DS back in, like, when it first came out. And I just really liked doing time trials in it as a kid. So it just kind of naturally evolved into, like, speedrunning it. Because, like, the time trials are already kind of just speedrunning itself, so... Yeah, like, even as a kid, I would try to, like, mini-turbo as much as I could. Try to figure out how to go faster and stuff. Just was really enjoyable. It's just a really, just really fun speedrun to do. Just the movement is really satisfying. Just like all the courses are pretty cool. Just a really cool run. And I also just really like the DS as a console in general. Definitely want to see more like DS speedruns. So I definitely think it's underrated in terms of speedrunning. And this game is nice because it's on Wii U VC, which is how I'm playing it today, because that's the fastest way to play it. Compared to DS, Wii U VC saves about a minute, so definitely just better to do it that way. And that's because every time you load the game in the Wii U VC, it's 2 seconds faster than the DS. So you've got 32 tracks. You're loading it 32 times, so it's like a little more than a minute. Oh dang, we got wrecked by a star. Alright. That's another thing I haven't had happen in a run. It's definitely a day of marathon luck. There we This bend, I try to kind of like hop and realign myself for some mini turbos. Because mini turboing there, you can often box, so I just try to like align myself best as possible. That's what most people do. Alright, 3 bananas this time. Cool thing about this course too is that the tides go in and out, and you're wanting to like keep as tightly to the tides as possible, so your movement slightly changes with each lap. Which I kind of enjoy, because most of the time the laps are kind of similar, so... Oh, there's a lightning bolt. Yeah, so that's one of the unfortunate things kind of about running this game, is that the enemies do get random items, and that stuff can happen, you can lose time for it, like the lightning bolt, unfortunately. And the blue shell. Yeah, blue shell you can dodge, it's just a one-framer, and it's pretty difficult, so... And we're just about to get to the end of this course. There we go. I see Klar's here, he runs this game too. He's rolling in chat.
Colors.
Colors, yeah, his name is Colors now. That's a good username to have. And now we're on our... one of a few Luigi's courses. This is the only Luigi's Mansion course I know of in Mario Kart though. So that's pretty cool. Most of the other Luigi ones are just kind of like generic Luigi circuit. And you'll see that. You'll see the Double Dash Luigi circuit later in this run. There we go. So since I got hit with the blooper, Mario Kart DS was the first Mario Kart game that introduced the blooper. And it was just kind of as a way to like use the bottom screen, because that was the new thing with it. Because on the bottom screen you have a little mini-map, and you could use that to like navigate yourself. And even if, like, you can still see the top screen well enough though, even to like not use the bottom screen for it though, so it's not really a useful item. Alright, here we go. Kind of hop around this corner, try to take it as nicely as possible. If I had a mushroom, I could just kind of go through the grass here. Saves me a little bit of time compared to like taking those curves. This mud can be kind of hard to navigate to, and you kind of slide in weird directions from it. Everybody in the chat gets a shout out. There you go. Everyone gets a shout out. Alright, so now we are beginning Flower Cup. We're starting off with some dry ruins here. Oh, there we go. Let's not go in the sand. That's a good idea, right? There we go. So this course, it's very hilly, and the hills in this game, you gotta beware of how you mini-turbo off of them, because you can kind of launch yourself off of them and you'll lose control. And, it's just kind of slower to launch yourself off of them. So what you kind of want to do is try to keep as flat as possible. I mean, sometimes when you launch yourself, you can launch yourself into like, I don't know what the word is for, like off track, I suppose. And then Lakadu has to come and pick you up again. And then that's a really big time waster. This game can be kind of tough, because even just like a few seconds like that can be a lot in this game. It's kind of like a DKC in that manner, where you kind of, you just kind of like improve by seconds in every course. There's not like super huge time saves you get often. Oh. We got some Delfino Plaza right here. Oh, got a little bonk. Double bonks. Amazing. So this way is a developer-intended shortcut, just going right through here. The fastest way to get through that would be having a mushroom and just using that through the mud. But that is RNG to get the mushroom. Hopefully I will get it, but since I'm in first, the likelihood of me getting a mushroom is a lot less compared to like another spot. I don't know the exact percentages for all of them, but yeah, it's just, yeah. That's also an example of a red shell curving around you and hitting you. Like that just happened there. But yeah, pretty much the items I'm gonna get are like banana shells, green shells, banana peels, jeez. Banana peels, green shells, and like fake item box. I think we need a lightning bolt counter. How many times I get hit by that? That'd be pretty funny. Alright, we're almost done with Delfino Square. There we go. So next we're on to the Waluigi course, Waluigi's Pinball. Can we get some sour pleases for this song? Oh, there we go, into the bonk. Oh, dang it. So Bowser decided to be mean to me and bonked me. So that's a good time to explain like the rival system in this game. So in Mario Kart speedruns in general, I believe, what happens is you often get paired with like a rival, like two CPUs that'll be in the spots behind you. In this case, it's Bowser and Mario. I don't want to get heavy characters for it if possible, because they have a larger hitbox and have a higher likelihood of bonking into me, like what happened earlier. Yeah, Bowser's the heavy one in this case. Mario is fine. There we go. On this curve, you try to jump as many times as possible, just so that you can take it as tight as possible. These pinballs you have to really be aware of. It's really easy to get hit by one wrecked. They kind of just go where they please, so... And I'll try to... Oh, there's a... There's one blue shell for anyone keeping track at home, I suppose. Yeah, I will try to read through chat, but in a game like this, it's pretty difficult too. There's not really a lot of downtime in it. Alright, almost done with Waluigi Pinball. There we go. Needs more Luigi. Yeah, we haven't seen much Luigi yet. We've seen Waluigi. Waluigi's there. Oh, there he is. Caught a glimpse of him. Oh, dang it. I tried to do something fancy there and got wrecked for it. So this is Toad's, oh jeez. Wario didn't want to be nice to me either. So this is Toad's stage. And Toad, in his usual fashion, gets kind of like a highway sort of level. Like in Mario Kart 64, he's got one too, stuff like that. You, the idea is you kind of just want to get between the cars and whatnot, and take your corners as tight as possible. I tried to fit in between, like really tight, but it didn't quite work out. There we go. So I'm getting some nice mini boost lines up. That's pretty good. Oh. There we go. We've got a lot of banana peels. We've got 4 banana peels. There's a bonk. It can be pretty tough to not bonk in this game, because you are trying to get so close to the ledge as tight as possible. And the snaking can be kind of tough to control. Oh, come on, Mini Turbo. There we go. Alright. You could give the bananas to Donkey, exactly. We're speaking of Donkey Kong, this is a DK Pass. He's got a mountain stage, kind of like in Double Dash. Oh geez, let's get through this wall of computers. This is kind of a dangerous course. These snowballs are really easy to hit. You can lose a lot of time from them, especially if you fall down a cliff after. And up here there's going to be some more snowballs. I'm going to try to get in between it. Yeah. It can be kind of difficult to line up with that one. That's okay though. And then these snowmen. There we go. Yeah, the snowmen are also objects that you'll spin out and like lose some time if you hit them, so gotta beware of those. Oh. Dang it. Mini Turbo's not wanting to work out for me today. Yeah, that was a hard spot to dodge the blue shell in, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. My luck today, dude. Alright, let's see if we can skip this. Ah, almost. We tried. Oh look, a mushroom there. Oh, I missed the mushroom. Feels bad, man. Let's see. You can grab that one. That's okay. Alright. We were just about to finish this stage. Didn't hit any of the snowmen, so that's pretty good. What is your favorite Mario Kart? This one's my favorite. Just the one I played the most of. I just really like how it feels a lot. So if you speedrun Mario 64, you might remember this stage. This is a stage from Super Mario 64. There's going to be a lot of gears and clocks we're going to go on. So we just follow the gears here. Mini turbo if you can. It can be hard sometimes to get it on the very tip of the like clock there. And then take this up. Oh, Boo stole our item block. Oh no, what will we do? Nobody panic.
No, nobody panic.
Everything is fine. So yeah, the thing that can be kind of difficult with this run is the endurance, is what I would say. Oh. Hi, cell phone. Can...
Well,
Can we not get a phone call right now? Amazing marathon luck already.
I'm speedrunning. It's pretty much what happens whenever like phone rings when I'm streaming. I'm like, it's not gonna be important.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's too funny. Yeah, I'll just call them back, I guess, after this. Oh, jeez. That was bad luck, too. I got bonked into both Goombas by the computers. Oh well, that's okay. We can make up speed. Alright. What I was saying before I got interrupted by my phone was that the hardest thing about this run can be the endurance, I would say. Doing the mini turbos can be really tiring on your hands, especially if you play on DS. So that's another reason why it's nice to play on Wii U. The controller is just much bigger, like I'm using the gamepad. It's just much bigger and just much nicer than the small DS buttons. Like, you can definitely ask a lot of the people who play on DS, and pretty much everyone's hands is hurt from doing this run at one point. Just because the buttons are so tiny. Oh, jeez. Can we call that a blue shell skip, I guess? By spinning out on a fake item block? I guess.
That works, yeah.
It could be like a discount blue shell skip or something. Alright. And we're just getting the end of Star Cup. Gotta have some Mario Brothers 3 Air Fortress going on in here. Oh, Bowser, please. There we go. So coming up here, there's going to be a little castle here. And I'm not going to mini turbo down it, instead I'm just going to hop as much as possible here. There we go. Alright. And that's the fastest way to do that. If you try the mini turbo in that, you just go slower because you're just so far away from like the from the center of the course. Yes, we gotta beware of Monty Moles too in this course. Those will come back once we get into the retro courses and Moo Moo Farms. Alright, there we go. Alright, final lap here, and then we can start our special cup. So there's 8 cups total that we're going to be doing this run. And 16 of the courses, the Nitro courses, are the new Mario Kart DS stages. And yeah, that's what we've been doing. And then the other 16 are going to be a first for the Mario Kart series. And be doing the retro courses. So you'll get a SNES, N64, GBA, and GameCube course in every retro cup. Alright. Also, we get more Waluigi Pinball OST. Can we get some more Sour, please? Oh, Mario, please. He's gotta throw a turtle shell right at... Oh, jeez. These computers really have to stop bucking into me today. Oh my god. It's looking rough for the goob.
Not the best course so far.
Well, he got hit by a billion items. It's okay. There we go. At least the blue shell hit Mario that time. There we go. These other laps will go much better though. It just happens in this game. There's always a few laps on every course that'll just... Like, just every run where you just get trolled a lot, or you get bonked a bunch. Yep. Or you get hit by blue shells at bad spots. Oh man. That's another lightning bolt for the lightning bolt counter. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's let's get through Wario Stadium. I don't want to talk about Wario Stadium. That was definitely a course. Oh boy. Alright, let's go on to Peach Gardens. I usually like this course a lot. It's got some cool movement in it. It's pretty chill too. I'm just gonna go through this little flower bed. Oh, get a bonk. There we go. Kind of weave through these little grass patches. Oh. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that little like Mario grass statue in the middle. Nice touch in the stage. Just kind of weave through this. Beware of the chain chomps. We haven't gotten many blue shells this course. I hope I don't jinx myself. Oh, look at that. Okay, well. Totally did just jinx myself. Oh man. There we go. Alright. There we go. I see some data faces. There we go. Very nice.
Data face.
Yeah. Data face will bring good RNG, right?
I hope it does.
One data face is one dodged blue shell. Alright. So we're in a Bowser's Castle course right now. Make sure to not mini turbo on this. It's really easy to fall off of it. And go like that. Other than that, just kind of take your corners as tight as possible. Oh. Beware of thwomps, easy to bonk on those too. Oh. Yeah, whenever you're in a long, like, circular bend like that, it can. Oh, jeez, that was bad luck. You almost always want to just hop and take the corner as tight as possible. Because, yeah, taking your corners really tight is probably the most important thing with the run. Like, as tight as you can. There we go. Hop like that. Make sure to not mini turbo on this. And done with that. Heavy breathing. Like a certain frog. These wiki memes are too good. Alright, and it isn't a Mario Kart game without Rainbow Road in it. Unlike many other Rainbow Roads, this one has open rails, so it's pretty easy to fall off of it. Except for these little loop-de-loops. And yeah, so... Dang it. I try to stay on the red parts of this course when I'm mini turboing. That would be like the ideal. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that, because the game will sometimes like to eat your mini turbos, or just the drift won't work quite as you want it to. Yeah, like there. It ate it. Anyone who's played this game definitely knows the feel of getting their mini turbos eaten quite a bit. But it is nice you kind of have a heat map for where you want to be. Yeah, pink is also good, or yellow too. That's about where I want to be usually. Oh. I tried. Sometimes it doesn't work out though. Oh man. Can we not, Bowser? There we go. Let us not do this today, Bowser. Uh-oh. I think I heard a blue shell. Hey, there we go. Got the skip, but then we fell off the course. I got to show it though, so it was worth. There we go. That's a one-framer. And we got a mushroom, I guess, so that kind of makes things up. I'm falling off for it. There you go. That's what it looks like. Oh my god. Can I stop getting trolled? I'm so mad I did that. Got him. Got him. Oh my god. That's sometimes this game though. Sometimes you have to do some, it's like a risk-reward balance. Doing some tough stuff, and then you can sometimes get wrecked for it, for trying to go as fast as possible. Alright, now we're in retro courses. So we're starting off with the SNES one, and all the SNES courses are going to be really short. Like this one will take probably like less than a minute. Yeah, that was a pretty good course. That's that's how I want the courses to look like. Yeah. So the SNES courses are long, but then the N64 ones, or excuse me, the SNES courses are short, but the N64 ones are pretty long. Like, Moo Moo Farms here will be over 2 minutes. No. And yeah, the thing to keep in mind in this course is that it's just super hilly. So like you try as much as possible to not get launched, but it does happen quite a bit, so you just kind of adapt to it. You also beware of Monty moles and things like that. I hope you enjoyed seeing that blue shell skip, at least, even with the death after it. That's too funny. Alright, we get our first GBA course. This course I think is really fun. We get to do a few off-road strats in a little bit. Not right there. Not like that. There we go, like that. That's an off-road strat. We got a good bonk off of Bowser, that helped us out. Yeah, Drybone's Kart here has the best off-roading in the game, which makes it pretty useful. So of course we're going to use it in the run. Just the best, like, yeah, just the fastest, really, just overall for the run. Yeah, some of my personal favorite courses in this game will come from the GBA courses, despite me never playing the GBA one. Okay, at least the boost shell hit me after I crossed the finish line. No memes allowed, uh-oh. Sweats. Alright. Now we get our first Double Dash course. All the Double Dash courses are usually really wide. And we get more Luigi in it. But it's nice that they're really wide because it lets us snake a lot. There you go. Instead of taking those boosts, take this down here. It's just faster to do it that way. Less of turn you have to take. Well. Oh, there we go. Me turboed in not the exact place I wanted. There we go. Yeah, sorry if I'm quiet at times, just kind of looking at my movement and stuff. Trying to keep my movement crispy. Sometimes it's just kind of chill time too. Jeez. Well, here we go. So for this, go through the mud. Take your corner tight as possible. Yeah, since we're on some other Mario Kart game courses, if you do decide to speedrun any of the other Mario Kart games, or this one, oh, Booper got me. There is a Mario Kart Discord for all the Mario Kart games, so you can go there and ask questions, hang out there. It's pretty cool how the whole series is quite different from each other. Just like in subtle movement ways. You kind of see that throughout the whole series. Just kind of through playing them. Like for example, the movement in SNES is just very different from this one. But the concepts are still the same of trying to take your corners as tight as possible. So I kind of find that cool. And yeah, if we were playing Mario Kart 64 on this stage, there would be a massive skip here. But we are not, so we're gonna take this the regular way. And get wrecked by a red shell. That's also a good example of what I mean by a red shell hitting you from the side. You saw that it came like straight at me from the side. That's funny. Will one of our items block it someday? Oh. Almost got it. Not quite, though. Man! This is way worse items than I usually get in runs. I guess we're talking items. That is one of the big different things from time trials to like doing speed runs, like 32 tracks runs, is that time trials, you have this kind of controlled environment, which can be pretty nice for doing runs, where you can just focus on your movement. But then it's kind of different in the speed run, because, there we go, there's a skip. That's what I like to see. It's kind of different in the speed run, though, because then you have all this sort of extra items to deal with. So it adds some randomness, and you gotta adapt to that. So I really like the movement in this course. Until I get wrecked by a greed shell by Mario. Oh man. Alright. There we go. There's a cool little mini sort. I almost got it. That's okay. What could save a little bit of time is if you go on that little railing there. And then you just stay on that instead of taking the boost. Because the boosts are kind of slow. Which sounds kind of weird to say. It's because they kind of launch you in the air. You can't really mini turbo in it. Yeah, the mini turbos in this game are just incredibly good. Let's see if I get it this time. There we go, just like that. That can be kind of tricky because it's sort of narrow. Yeah, it's just easy to slip off of it. Almost. Was very, very close from getting through that ledge. No, we're just gonna go this way this time. There we go. Well, That's kind of an example of what I was talking about with walls. I still had the boost after hitting that like thwomp. So it's kind of a nice thing if you do balk on something, you can still kind of recover from it. And of course we get the most original course ever, Baby Park. It's a very exciting oval. And that's it. Jeez. I'm not getting...
Spinning around.
Yeah, it's spinning, rolling. We're rolling except we're not pressing Y in this run. Yeah, this is the only course we're gonna get, like 5 laps on instead of 3. In Double Dash, I believe it's 7 or 8. I don't know why they changed that in Mario Kart DS. But there you go, most original exciting course done. Now we're on to a pretty cool course. I really like the tropical levels in this game. Because there's just the moving with the tides, I think, is really cool. You have to adapt to them. And you can see them on the sides there. So your movement changes subtly. Yeah, people can deal with that in various ways. Yeah, this water... The water is kind of similar to the mud we experienced in the Luigi's Mansion course. When you start a drift, you just kind of commit to that way the whole time. And then you mini turbo and then you shoot the other way. Instead of kind of having more of a circular angle, I suppose. I mean, like you're drifting. Yep. Bowser, please. Mario, please. Also, Yoshi Kart. That's what I like to see. Can we get some yabbies in chat? The hyper yabbies? So yeah, I would play some Yoshi Kart. That sounds pretty awesome. Man. There we go. Blue shell, not now. Oh man. I hope someone's been keeping track of all those. I would like to know at the end how many I got. There we go, there's a blue shell skip. Well, above all else, we got 3 blue shell skips, so that's pretty cool. Ah, there we go. Trying to keep my mini turbo through that while trying to like do some hops to change my angle, but it was just barely off. Alright. And subtle thing, they changed the goal lines to be similar to what they were in their original game. So that's the Mario Kart 64 design goal line. I thought that was a nice touch. Instead of keeping it like the Mario Kart DS one. Oh. Yeah, we get another Luigi course here. Yeah, I don't know why Luigi has so many Mario Kart courses, but he does. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the one in Double Dash, or like Peach's Circuit even, that we saw earlier.
Wasn't it the year of Luigi at some point?
Yeah, when was that?
A while ago.
Yeah. Was that like 2008? I want to say?
Yeah, I don't remember. I just know that it was the year of Luigi at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with that? I don't know.
It could, yeah. I could definitely. Yeah, could definitely see it. I'm sure someone in chat knows. This luck. Man, that was 2 blue shells in 1 course and a red shell. For reference, usually it's like 8 blue shells for me. It's like a normal run. I think there's definitely been more than 8 already.
Yeah, I think you're way past that. You got like, what, 2 last course, and now you got 2 already?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Marathon luck.
I guess so. So yeah, there must have been at least 2 more before, because there was 2 more blue shell skips. It happens though. It's all good. There we go, the item blocked it this time. Thank you. Thank you, Banana Peel. Yeah, so this is another Double Dash course. And in if you're speedrunning Double Dash, there was kind of a cool skip with the bridge found in that game. You kind of fly over the bridge or something. You do something weird with it. I don't quite follow Double Dash a lot. I just know that something was found with the bridge recently-ish. Because there's kind of some boosts you can take up it in that game. They removed that in DS. I'm not sure why they removed it, but could have been cool if it was in the game. But that's alright though. We can still mini turbo through it. Oh. Year of the Rhino. There it is. When is the Year of the Frog? Year of Winky.
I think every year is Year of the Frog.
There you go. Alright. Got another SNES course here. I was going for a strat there where I fit right in between the Piranha Plant and that ledge. I got that first one. We'll see if I get it on the second lap too. That's kind of the thing in racing games where it's not enough to get the strat once, you gotta get it 3 times because it's 3 laps usually. Sort of got it the second time, I think. It's kind of one of those things that doesn't look like too tough, but can be pretty tough. That's kind of this game, is stuff that kind of... There we go. Sometimes the stuff that looks like very chill, but then can be kind of tough to do. Yeah, this is our final cup, also. We got some ghosts. This is a very scary course. Press 1 if you're feeling a little scared by this course. This is Banshee Boardwalk from Mario Kart 64. There we go. There are some open pits I can fall into, so I have to be aware of those. Gotta be aware of those bats too. Those can kind of troll you. And then above all, it's just the movement. Also, there's that Cheep Cheep there. I don't know why that Cheep Cheep is there. There's also a surprising lack of booze on this course. I don't really know what's up with that, because it's kind of supposed to be like the haunted area, so I don't know. I'm surprised why there are no booze. Oh, there we go. Oh, I could have gotten a mushroom. That's okay though. There we go. Hello, Blue Shell. How do you do? Alright, we're just about done with Banshee Boardwalk. Alright. We only got 1 blue shell that time. There's no lightning bolts, so that was alright. Movement was alright too for that course, so... And this will be our last GBA course. This one can be pretty difficult. I'm just gonna go for some safe stuff right now so I don't fall into pits or anything like that. But yeah, if I wanted to be extra fancy, I could, instead of taking the rainbow boost I took earlier, I could try the mini turbo off of some of those little ledges instead of using a mushroom for it. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna do the safe stuff. Almost got it. Did not get it that time though. So one piece of tech I didn't mention in this game that could be kind of cool is the prolonged rocket boost. It's a pretty difficult piece of tech where if you do frame perfect mini turbos after you start or go on a booster, you can keep your max speed like the whole time so that you like even when you're in mud or like off-road, you'll still go like regular speed. Because the game thinks you have like a boost, like a mushroom or something like that, so that's pretty difficult. Because yeah, it's a bunch of frame perfect mini turbos. You drop one, then it's just over, so it's kind of a situational thing, but people do it, so people have been running this game for a long time, so they have lots of time to learn it and whatnot. Like, I know there's people who have been doing, like, time trials for a decade in this game. Yeah, this is our final course. So time is, yeah, just when we complete the final lap. And this whole course is just a Yoshi, so that's pretty cool. We need some more Yabi emotes in chat. Oh. Again, dude? Alright. There we go, there's another skip. Feeling good on those skips. That was Fortis run. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, and time.
Nice run.
Thank you. That is a PB for me.
Oh, really? Damn,
yep.
Cool.
I normally run on DS, and this was using Wii U recently, so the load time definitely helped. Yep.
Gotcha, gotcha. How much time does Wii U save over DS? Do you know?
1 minute.
Oh.
So yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, that's
worth it.
Yeah, it's about a minute ahead of my PB, so.
Also, you like pretty much matched your PB both by playing on the superior version.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, thanks for letting me run this. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for doing this run.
Yeah, no problem. It was a wild ride with lots of blue shells and lightning bolts.
Lots of blue shells, but not prevent the PB, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, for sure.